to the gym. And then hit the
What's
comic book
going
out.
on, everybody? I'm RDV, and I'm with Zach, and we're going to talk about some new books coming out this week. A lot of bangers coming out. Some first, at least about two books on my list that are actually going to be actually no three, I should say, that are number ones. So that might give some spoilers away, but fun stuff, man. Like I said, it's great to be actually having some like books I'm looking forward to coming out this year. It's 2024. I kind of want to just kind of brush all the crap that was put out, by both companies, Marvel and DC, and I just kind of want to okay, let's start fresh, and let's see how many bangers they put out versus, just absolute trash. Uh, with that being said, also, and RAP, our boy
Which one? There have been
Toby Keith.
several. There have been two. Carl Weathers and now Toby
Oh,
Keith.
both Toby Keith,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
62 years old.
I was listening to Beer for My Horses the other day on the radio. I was literally listening to one of his songs the other day.
I was listening to the other one, ain't as good as I once was. Now they'll never will be.
I've heard that one a good bit. I started listening to country music when I started driving because my driver's ed teacher
Early
kept country on the
2000s?
radio.
Could
No,
be
mid 2000s, like
it was more.
2006,
I
2005.
want to say in late 2000s, early 2000s, from 2000 2003 is when country became pop,
Yeah, that's true.
and then rock
Except for like Toby Keith or Big and Rich. There were a few that weren't popish. Like even the good ones, like Carrie Underwood was still pop. Of course, Taylor Swift was pop.
Dude, what's up? Mark McGrath saying I'm reading the Texas Blood because of this show, and it's great so far, man. Honestly, I haven't dabbled into it, but you're giving me hope, man. You're saying it's really cool. Undead Quinn says I just got one book, just one book.
Undead Quinn,
Right.
you sound like me. My pull list. I only had 3 books on my pull list when I woke up this morning. Now I managed to stretch it to 5.
Special bulletin or at least notice or attention. Zach and I usually are on Monday nights over on imagecomics. Ash decided to take a little hiatus. We're not sure when the show will be coming back, but we do recommend that you go back and watch some of his older readings, because even on his channel, he did read like 6 issues. He'd give you the six first issues of a comic book to sample, that before you decide you want to go more. So he does have his own lullabies on there. I know everybody thinks of this channel like we guys reread all the comic books. Ash read every single character by himself. It's like a one-man reading crew over there. So he's every woman and guy in the world in that series. But a lot of cool stuff on there. Plus there's Criminal Cast on there. A lot of cool stuff. Go check them out. Give them give them a subscription. Eva Black, go subscribe over. You ask us every single week. I swear, you were worse than Angleton because of remembering things.
I was watching a video game stream last night for over 4 hours. Oh wait, that's right. You were there.
I know you follow me everywhere.
You followed me. I had a notification pop up for that stream, and I just went over there, and it's like, oh, there's RDV. Different name, but I knew it was you.
Yes. And I did not dox you. You already were doxed. Everybody knows because you use the same name everywhere you go.
That's true. I do. I'm really bad about using the same name for everything. But anyway, I digress.
Enough about us. Let's get into the books here. And Undead Quinn.
Wow, Undead Quinn says he only has 7 books for the whole month. That's wild to me.
Either he's really poor or he's just very picky.
When we get to like the last week of this month of February, there is a week where I have like 8 or 9 books that I'm gonna have to. Yeah, that's gonna be rough.
All right, I went first the last couple times, so you go first.
Okay, sweet. So my number 5 is a book I want to get. I do not have the preceding issue. I doubt my LCS will have issue number 2. I had them order it. I don't know if they're going to have it by tomorrow. But my number 5 book is one recommended by our very own Mr. Breen, and that is Pine and Merrimack, number 2.
Oh, speaking of Breen, he's on Fantastic Four this issue this week.
No, he's not getting Fantastic Four.
No, he's on the cover.
No, that's Sue. That's a woman's skeleton.
Well, he does play Sue.
That's true. Oh, he does. You're right. Actually,
Uh,
that Fantastic Four synopsis does sound interesting.
so there's supposed to be a Pine entire book.
Pine and Merrimack. It's gonna be way down the line though. It's keep it going. There it is.
There it is, right here.
So this is one that Breen has been reading, and I'm trying to get issue number 1. My LCS has got it on order, but it's about a husband and wife detective team. You can see it says right there, small town detectives. And I was kind of like looking ahead at issues like 2,
Mm-hmm.
3, and 4. It seems like it takes like a really dark, like almost cult serial killerish turn.
Right.
It looks really cool because I'm kind of on a big Lovecraft kick right now. So it seems like it'd be really cool to read.
There's
So
there's blood on the boat too, on the side of the boat front.
yeah. So supposed to be really good. I don't know anything about the writer, Kyle Starks, except they kind of give his little
He's the
credits
son
right
of Tony.
there. Son of Tony, yeah, right.
I hate
But
this place. He has a book, a story in Creep Show, and
Creep
I hate
Show.
this place.
Yep. And then the artist is Fran Galan. Not familiar with the artist, but I've seen some of the interior pages. They do look really good. I'm kind of surprised it's from Boom Studios because I don't hear anything about Boom being good these days. So I'm glad something finally
Oh,
snuck
it's all
past.
about the boom, baby.
All about the interior Bloom, where all of their staff all their books just scattered. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if they're gonna have number 2 tomorrow, but this is kind of like my honorary number 5 because I really only have 4 books that I'm for sure getting. This one, if I can find it, I'm gonna pick it up. But yeah, I've heard good things about it. I like a good murder mystery. I hope it's better than what was it, Blood Tree that Tomasi did. Blood Tree or World Tree? I think it was Blood Tree. That one, the art was just terrible. But I like it. It's a husband and wife team. They don't make the husband a doofus to make the wife seem smart, and vice versa. They're kind of both written competently, from what I understand. So that's awesome.
He's Superman. She's Lois Lane. That's
There you
like.
go. There you go. So yeah, that is my number 5 though.
Or
Pine
Hawk and
and
Dove.
Merrimack. No, not Hawk and Dove. Pine and Merrimack.
No, I was gonna say Hawk and Dove. Hawk does all the work. Dove just kind of sits there and looks cute. Anyway, all right, my number 5 this week. I'm excited because I just can't. I love when this writer comes back and writes up. It's a throwback issue, or I guess not a retcon, but it takes place in between stuff. And I just want to read more. Anytime this guy comes back to write, I want to read what he's going to writing. And we're going to Wolverine Madripoor Nights. This is a Chris Claremont book.
Nice. I like that cover. That's a really cool cover.
Yes. Claremont, Cap, Whittle, and Wolverine together again return to the island of the nation of Madripoor. As X-Men legend, Chris Claremont takes on the helm of an all-new Wolverine tale, teaming Logan with his long-standing friends Captain America and the Black Widow. Picking up in the window of the all-time classic Uncanny X-Men 268, throw to a brand new adventure. When a secret weapon brings Captain America to Madripoor, the trio team up and smoke Winchesters. Or Chesterfields, what do you prefer? And yeah, dude, yeah. Logan, Black Widow, a race against time with multiple foes, including the Hand, of all things. So it's kind of cool seeing the Hand going against something other than basically Elektra or Daredevil. So that's kind of cool to me. Right, and then the interior artist is Jim Lee. I'm sorry, no.
I think that's just the recap page.
Yeah, the recap page, but recap of credits. I think it's Edgar Salazar.
Salazar, yeah. Didn't he do the art for that other X-Men book? Oh no, that was Salvador LaRocca. Never mind.
Yeah, but we're gonna have Jubilee's gonna be popping in here. Original Jubilee with the yellow coat. Psylocke, back when she actually was Psylocke, and not what the hell she is today. It just looks fun. All the new covers. So there's a lot of covers here. John Bolton, 150 had invent. It's probably gonna cost what kind of money? No, I prefer the Michael Bourne covers. Carlos Magno variants. Those are kind of cool.
That was all right. I kind of like the original, the cover A.
I had to
It's
look through. I'm
got
like, where the hell's Black Widow at first?
well, yeah, this is when she had the gray suit and the short
Yeah,
haircut, the pixie
yep,
cut.
yeah. And then
That
there's
retailer exclusive looks pretty nice though. It looks like Alex Ross. But
this one here.
no,
Oh,
no, no, the retailer exclusive. That one looks all right.
I love this. Wakanda Forever.
It's a little bright for a book about Wolverine and the underworld of Madripoor, but
Well, it's like watching like Disney cartoons.
yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna go into Wolverine killing ninjas, wanting it to look like a Disney cartoon.
And of
Yeah,
course, this is the big time
the
variants.
big time. Yeah, I thought it looked like Alex Ross, but
Yeah,
interesting. They kind of all have different
I don't
costumes.
like her
That's
costume. It reminds me too
yeah,
much of the current crappy symbiote version of her.
yeah. That Steve
And
looks like when
that's I
he
don't.
wasn't
Yeah,
Captain America at that time. That's I
well,
think Bucky was Captain America.
yeah. That's basically when he
Interesting.
became director
He
of
was the
Shield.
leader of Shield. Yeah.
Yeah, which I don't care for either. That's another one. But
Yeah.
honestly, Claremont
Better.
giving us some more X-Men stuff, and then like you said, we're getting Captain America. So there's 2 Captain America books out this week too. Straczynski's Captain America, and then Claremont with Captain America in Magic Nights with Wolverine. Honestly, it's been a while since I've read a really good Wolverine book. The last Wolverine book I read was the throwback Wolverine by Larry Hama. That was on Magic.
Hmm.
So I hope he's chain smoking like this in there too, but who knows? Then there's Claremont. Claremont acting like might let him like chain smoke.
That's true.
All right.
Claremont's not really. He doesn't follow the same the same
It's
rules as everybody else.
I understand Mark. He's not the same as he was back then, but he's still good.
Yeah,
It's how
compared to the Frank Miller now versus Frank Miller, then Claremont's doing pretty good.
I'd say he's on par with Michelin. Michelin's been doing pretty good on these throwbacks.
So is David. Peter
Peter
David's been
David.
doing pretty
Yep.
good too. Yeah.
But like I said, I'd rather read Claremont over anybody else writing over it currently over at Marvel. Alrighty.
Alrighty. Leaving Marvel, we're gonna go over to Titan Books for a little bit. My only indie book this week. We are returning to Mr. Jim Zub writing Conan the Barbarian. We are on issue number 7. Looks like Conan has still got some stuff going on with Belit, although Belit is supposed to be dead now.
Well, it says haunted by memories of
Yeah,
her.
haunted by memories, and then from what I recall, I thought she was like a ghost or something.
You
But
saw her in that first,
yeah, so I don't know if this whole story ends with Belit coming back or what, but I wouldn't mind if she came
Believe
back.
from
I like
Beyond the
Belit.
Dead.
I like Belit. Yeah, this has been really fun though so far. I've been liking this Conan series way better than Jim Zub's Marvel run, which makes me think it was an editor thing. Yeah,
Oh,
he's been doing an awesome job over here with Conan. Just showing Conan just as a brute, just do what he needs to do to kill people, then get drunk and get laid. That's what Conan does. And then the magic and the swords and sorcery. It's been a fun ride so far. So definitely looking forward to seeing. I'm glad it's continuing. I honestly thought this was going to be like a mini series done after 4 issues.
Yeah, 5
I'm-
issues.
I'm really glad to see that it's continuing on. So, but yeah, this is going to be my number 4. It's 32 pages for $4. Kind of standard. There's.
I thought he was naked at first. And he only had a shield in front of him.
Yeah, that cover looked really weird at first. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, look at this guy's expression. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Or he is doing something else.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that. No, thank you. The cover C looked pretty good. It had a nice Belit pose on there. The coloring's really like ghosty, but yeah, this has been good though. I'm looking forward to continuing this.
Honestly, I'm just loving more and more of Conan. More I read it, this is making me want to go back and collect the original series by Roy Thomas. Let's go through them. Trying to remember who the creator of Conan Barbarian is. I know
Robert
Robert Howard, right?
Burroughs. No, not. I thought it was Edgar Rice Burroughs.
I think it's Robert E. Howard.
It might be Robert E. Howard. No, Edgar Rice Burroughs did John Carter of Mars and Tarzan. No,
Yes.
Robert E. Howard did Conan though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you guys haven't checked out over at Ablaze, they have the Sumerian. Those books are awesome too.
Mm-hmm.
Conan the Barbarian has been one of the books I never thought I'd like. Saying like, dude, I love the movie Conan the Barbarian, but reading books, I was like, I never really, appealed to me. It's like, but Jim Zub just has a way with the words, and then, dude, Doug Braithwaite right here, it's just been phenomenal.
His art has been crushing it. Yeah.
And like I said, he's not the original artist though. Or am I thinking?
No.
There was a different artist.
He is. I don't think he is. Let me see. Hang
on. It was Della Zor. I think was working over on Tarzan. If I'm thinking correctly. But
the original Robert De La Torre. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the original artist. I think as soon as it switched over to this Belit story is when Doug Braithwaite jumped on.
Yeah.
He jumped on. So he jumped on. Doug jumped on to issue number 5. After number 4, Roberto De La Torre left, and then that's where Doug came in.
Yeah.
So, but the art has still been really good, though.
Where is the Power Rangers love? Well, you can go love the one that's coming out by Amy Jo Johnson, but it looks like a self-insert.
Wasn't Amy Jo Johnson the actress?
The Pink Ranger.
Yeah.
And I would say, for those who are excited about the new issue coming out, for Chief Cozy Cole writing, it's basically the death of the Green Ranger, and the Power Rangers have been broken up, but the Red Ranger's been going on. It's basically Last Ronin Red Rangers, if you like that story. That's coming out this week.
Interesting.
Yeah. Dude, awesome movie. Awesome movie, but just awesome show for the first 2 seasons. But concept, like I said, there are some concepts that work, and then there are some that just fizzle out. And Power Rangers, to me, just kind of fizzled out after the 2nd or 3rd season. Then again, I was also getting into my teens, so
yeah, it kind of loses the cool factor once you get a little older, outside of like maybe 10, 11 years old.
My number 4 is another comic book guys have been loving. It's been ongoing, and it's basically just going back to one of my favorite movies, even though it's the worst of the 3, if some people would say. Let me go back down here, and it is the Teenage Ninja Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures. Yes, everybody remembers that horrible 3rd movie where they're stuck in the past, and they're holding out the lantern, and they have to get the lantern back so they can go back to their original time. Yes, Leonardo and Shredder are hurled back into the field of Japan because they're fighting and the Forever Blade shattered. It's up to the rest of the Teenage Mutant Turtles to finish the fight back in New York and rescue their brother, in addition to keeping an eye out for a time breach they were warned about in the previous issue by a future time traveler. All right, Shredder has set his sights on the replacement sword, where the Ediku, Ediku, or Ed Brewer Edible trilogy continues the Saturday Morning Adventures. Honestly, I'm just having fun with this. And this is the cover by some jacked up hoe. So it's just Jack Ho cover, which is kind of frightening.
That's a better cover than cover A.
They look like geckos. I don't.
They're both reptiles.
They're totally different. They're totally different though. This is the Saturday Morning Adventures. That's what they look like. So it's weird only seeing 2 covers. There's a cover A and cover B. Normally there's like a bunch. There's 3 or 4. But I don't know. I'm gonna have fun with this. And this is Eric Burnham and Dan Schoening, who are the creative team behind the IDW's hit series Ghostbusters comic books.
Nice.
Yes. How can you go wrong with a guy who has mutton chops, or at least start of something like that? He looks like he would just serve you a beer.
He does. He looks like an English gang member or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, buy you a beer and then shake him out of the way and get his money back. Grand Theft Auto. Why wouldn't we have Grand Theft Auto? Yeah, like 1800s. That'd be awesome.
They did. It was called Assassin's Creed. It was one of the Assassin's Creed games.
I want to steal horses and steal carriages.
I didn't play that one, but there was one where it was like you were 2 twins in old time England. So
Grand Theft Ye Old Carriage. I don't know. All right, let's go to your number 3.
my number three, I bet you didn't know that this was going to make my list. My number
Oh,
three is the book that
I know.
you
Of
already talked about.
course it is. Wolverine.
Yeah, Madripoor Nights. Yeah, I had saw this. I had heard that this was going to be coming out. I didn't realize it was this week. So I decided to give it a shot. Chris Claremont writing, of course. So it's like, is it really even giving something a shot because it's Claremont and it's Cap, it's Wolverine, it's Black Widow, it's Madripoor. So yeah, I the cover was really cool. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. Marvel does do really good with these like little in between stories, like these
Well,
these
this is
prequelish kind of stories.
the main
So
cover, and look at it. It just
looks
I
really
love it.
good. That's a
The
really
little
great
box
cover artist. Yeah, it's got the box. It's got the little corner art. It's not floating heads, which
and
would have made it
no
better.
UPC on the cover.
No UPCs. They're getting. I think they're listening because I don't see them on as many covers. They're still on a few, but I don't see them on the front of
Hashtag we
the
want
covers.
Cody. If you're listening to B.
But but yeah, it looks like a fun time. It looks like a fun little teen book, a fun setting. Great setting back in like the '80s, late '80s ish, maybe early '90s of comics, of Marvel Comics, which is a great era. So yeah, looks like a lot of fun. So that's why this one snuck into my number 3 spot. A
I
little bit more
wonder.
excited for this than for Conan, just a little
So
bit.
I'm assuming they're using an old actual from the issue 268. They're going to use an actual pages that were actually they have. They're
Could
not
be.
going to have Jim Lee come in and just do a recap. Although that'd be awesome.
That would be cool. Dude, when I
Jim Lee,
first saw that, I thought Jim Lee was doing the whole thing. And I was like,
I know,
there's
as I
no
said too.
way.
I was like
There's
that.
no freaking way they got the head of DC to come and draw a Marvel book for them. That would be a baller.
Hey, at
Baller
least
move from them.
he'd be useful somewhere instead of where he is now.
That's true. That's true.
All
But
he
yeah,
does is all he did was just wear a mask and need to get
yeah.
a thumbs up. That's all he did.
But it looks like a good time. It looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait and see how it goes. Some of the other covers, like going to like issue 2 and 3, some of the covers also look really fun for those those next issues. So
Kind of reminds me of a Kari Andrews a little bit with how the shield is, the light.
a little bit, yeah, a little bit, right? A little bit of Cara Andrews and a little bit of Alex Ross, like a marriage between the two styles. So, but yeah, that is my number 3.
Cool. All right, my number 3 is a book that this writer just came back with another series that I've been enjoying, and it's great to see him back doing some more work at Marvel. And it's just a character that I don't know, it's weird. Like I don't really care for the character, but I'm curious to see what they're doing with this version of this character. This is Ultimate Black Panther #1 by Brian Edward Hill. And honestly, I want to just check this out, man. Like I said, I'm looking forward to the Peach Momoko coming out, the X-Men one.
That one has me interested. It's not the one I'm most excited about, but I'm intrigued. I'm curious.
Yes, and Khonshu is in this. Khonshu.
That is
Moon Knight.
That's pretty exciting. I'm curious about how that's going to go.
Khonshu and Ra, the force known together as Moon Knight, are seeking to expand their brutal control of the continent of Africa in response to lone bulwark against an isolated nation of Wakanda, bro. Will send forth its champion, its king, the Black Panther. And then you have Stefano Cassiali is doing from my X-Men Red Avengers, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing the art.
Good artist. Really good artist.
So this is actually his cover right here.
Yep.
So
I kind of like the armor. The armor's nice. I like this armor design.
My only complaint, he looks like Venom with the black and too much white. It's like, but yeah, curious to see what they're gonna do with this, what the storyline is, because remember the invasion happened, everybody's paths were changed.
Yep.
So will he basically just been anti-heroes? Like, has Wakanda been excluded from the rest of the United Nations for all these years because of the actions? Because whether there's no Avengers? There was really nothing that stuff, so I wonder see how it's gonna go.
Hmm.
Some other covers. Boss Logic cover.
That Storm, that Moss Logic cover looks pretty sweet. That looks
Be
pretty
cool.
cool.
Be
So
cool if she
it
popped.
is a small spoiler because Storm does appear, which makes me think like if Black Panther and Storm get back together in this, that would be awesome because I did like I'm one of the few people I know that actually liked it when Storm and Black Panther were a couple. I actually like it.
Yeah, Lord Khonshu. So basically, it's the Moon Knight.
Yep. No. Khonshu is the god that Moon Knight serves.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm curious, so because the skull is for is it Khonshu in form, or is it going to be like,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
or is it, or is he like like I said, it almost looks like Hunter's Moon.
Could be. Oh, that'd be interesting.
All right, and then of course we get the design variant, which is kind of cool.
The sketchbook.
Kind of looks like Chadwick Boseman a little bit. Different.
Little bit. I know that Brian Edward Hill did say he was taking inspiration from the Black Panther movie, the MCU movie.
But yeah, you are. This is like an Iron Man helmet.
Except you can see his face. Like you can see it.
Yeah.
I actually like that. That's kind of cool how you can like see a little bit of his face. It doesn't cover everything. That's kind of cool. I like that.
Although for stealth though, you kind of wanted to close up.
Yeah, if it's dark.
But
if it's
yeah, like I said, having Storm in here is, like I said, it's interesting. We'll see what the storyline's going to be. Storm, she never joined the X-Men, so she's been a thief this whole entire time. You got her has her mutant powers.
Mm-hmm.
So, oof. Yeah. Like I said, and Brian Edward Hill has been awesome on Blade right now. So I'm looking forward to see what he's going to do with this.
Yeah.
And how long is this Ultimate line going to go? Because I don't see this.
A long while.
And then Disney now being sued.
Well, Disney Lucasfilm is being sued.
Still,
I don't know if that goes over
affects Marvel, but I mean, they're going to need the money after losing all the money on all those movies. They're going to need the money, and so they might start putting out better books to help pay. Who knows?
I mean, I doubt Disney. Listen, yeah, as much as they've been losing money, Disney still has a boatload of cat. It's not like they're about to go back.
Yeah, but like I said, they might be forced to sell off some IPs.
Maybe.
We'll see what goes on. Anyway,
I would like to take this opportunity to apologize to the chat because RDD and I share the number 2 and number 1 books. They're going to be the same. Because Brian Edward Hill's Ultimate Black Panther is also my number 2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've been liking the Ultimate line. This idea of remaking or rebooting the Ultimate line, I've been enjoying it so far. Ultimate Spider-Man was great. I'm really looking forward to the Ultimates getting rebooted. This one, yeah, I was reading an interview with Brian Hill about this. He was talking about how he took inspiration for it from the movie, but then also like he has like these really big like sci-fi fantasy inspirations coming from like Dune and stuff, and Egyptian gods and mythology getting involved. It sounds like he's got some really cool, really big plans for this. So
right.
A lot more than it seems like he'll be able to fit into 3 issues, which is all that's currently out there right now. So, but yeah, it looks really cool. I like the cast that I'm seeing. Storm, Killmonger is in here, Okoye, a whole bunch of the regular supporting cast. I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes. So, pretending to buy back. No, I'm actually buying Black Panther books. It'll be cool to have one that's entertaining to read and doesn't just tell me how terrible America is. So, yeah, it is my number 2.
All right. Go to my number 2. My number 2 is as a book we already talked about.
So we share 4 out of 5 bucks.
my number 2. Scroll down here is actually Conan the Barbarian, number 7. Like Zach said, this has just been a fun series, man. I want more of it, man. I need more Conan. Where's my Conan the Barbarian video games? There was a few, but that they really didn't go anywhere. It kind of fizzled out. The perfect character for a hack and slash game set back into the Iberian age. There should be a Red Sonja video game as well too, with all honestly, whether it's side scrolling or just typical RPG from third
You
person
mean
view,
like a Prince of Persia style game? Just like
kind of
running
like
around,
that.
just side scrolling back and forth. That would actually
That was cool, But I mean, but I also like third person point of view though. I like
Eh,
actually being so close up. I like because I
I
want
can
to
see
see
that.
when I cut someone's head off. I want to see the head roll down the steps, or it's up. I want like if you can do look at they do with Mortal Kombat, how gory that is. Conan the Barbarian should be the same way. If you're getting, I want to see your arm getting sliced. I want to see the blood sweating. Kind of like you saw with the Deadpool games when people would shoot each other, you'd see the blood go. Hopefully, the new Wolverine games like that. But Conan the Barbarian, this story has been really good. Yeah, like I said, since issue 5, between issue 5 and we're in issue what now, 6? Actually, no, issue 4 and issue 5, because I think the first one was only like 4. It was 4 issue arc. I always get confused on this because it changed by issue 5. Yeah, so this is 5, 6, 7. So this is the rep. So between 4 and 5, we learn in issue 5 that basically he traveled by himself after he defeated the Dark Spire, which all these ghosts and stuff monsters were in, and so he meets this girl, Believe. They fall in love. They go around adventuring. She ends up dying, and he's haunted by her. He becomes an alcoholic. He just drinks, and then gets in fights. So eventually, he becomes what it is in the first movie, a thief again. He's hired. They pay him. He meets this new girl. Obviously, he gets laid again because this is Conan. This is a Marvel Conan or current Marvel Conan. He gets laid.
Marvel Conan got some too. Just gonna be.
Well, this is with a girl, not with a guy, like Marvel Conan.
He did with girls.
Yeah,
But
girls. Yeah. Honestly, I want to see what's going to go with this because the events of the first arc is just trickling down into this again, and he's I believe they said that Kulan Gaff is supposed to be in this as well too. I can't remember if it's Kulan or no, it's not cool. It's the other guy.
I don't think it was Kulan in this arc. I don't think it was.
No. They brought back another one of his older villains, so it might be the Snake guy or something. James is it James Earl Jones? Yes. Honestly, like I said, I'm looking forward to this. This is by far, I think Titan's probably the best book they put out to date. They put out some bangers, but I think I like this. So definitely check it out. All right. Let's go to your number 1, but you should do a recap.
I should do a recap. Alrighty, starting off, my honorary number 5 spot is Pine and Merrimack number 2. We also have coming in at number 4, we have Conan the Barbarian, which you just talked about. That's issue number 7 that we're on. Number 3, middle of the list, goes to Wolverine Madripoor Knights number 1 from the Great Claremont. Number 2 spot goes to the first issue of Ultimate Black Panther. And the issue at the top of the list, my number 1 most look forward to book of the week, is probably the same one that you have. So I'll let you go.
Probably is. So my number 5 was Wolverine Madripoor Knights for 1. Then we had number 4 was Turtles, Saturday Morning Adventures. Number 10. 3 you just saw was Ultimate Black Panther. 2 is Conan the Barbarian. Number 7. And number 1, I'd be surprised if this isn't your...
It's fantastic. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Just kidding. Wait. Oh, you scrolled past it. I wonder if we have different number 1s.
We probably do.
Oh, shoot. I thought we had the same one.
Let's go. Let's go see your number 1 is.
My number 1 is Shazam number 8. Is this not your number 1?
No, it's not.
What? Wow. It's because Dan Moore is not the interior artist, is it?
It's not that.
Okay. Well, I'll talk about this then really quickly. Shazam number 8. This has just been a real fun book. I don't think it doesn't look like Dan Mora is doing the interior on this one, but Mark Waid has been writing a really fun story here. Credit where it's due. This is going to pick up right after the previous issue where Billy had this all-out brawl with Black Adam, ruined his parents' old house that they were trying to sell. And just like the covers are just fun. I don't know what it's something about the covers. So this one's like surrounded by space dinosaurs. If there was any other comic out there that captured like the fun, zany sci-fi of like Doctor Who, I would put it up against this because this has just got a really fun, imaginative quality to it. You got space dinosaurs, you've got gorillas, just all kinds of fun stuff. It's written really well. And yeah, I think we're finally getting a conclusion of these space dinosaurs that have kind of been referred to several times throughout the first 7 issues. So it's a lot of fun. I recommend it. You don't like Mark Waid, you don't have to buy it. But I'm saying as far as the storytelling in this goes, it does not come across in the same rude behavior that he exhibits in person. That is hysterical. I knew there was a Sam Neill cover, but I did not know Mr. Mind was the ET. That is hysterical. I love that. That's awesome. I would almost pay extra for that variant cover.
Then there's the angry cover, Miss Miracle.
Them thighs. Can't tell she's angry.
She just saw Flex Mental. That's why.
It looks like a different face, not an angry face. It looks like a different face.
Orgasmic face.
Your words, not mine, sir. I wasn't going to say that.
I don't know those words.
The Pete Woods cover is also fun, where he's like flying up through the stratosphere. That one looks pretty cool. It's got like a 90s, early 2000s look to it.
I'm waiting for is Batman to be in the background with the Batwing going up and going down.
Against the moon, yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, that is my number 1. I am shocked that this is not your number 1. I am flabbergasted even.
My number 1, Zach.
Can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
Is Fantastic Four.
No, it's not. Stop lying. Don't pull my chain. Don't pull my chain.
No. My number 1.
It's Doctor Strange, isn't it?
Is a book that I've been looking forward to, and I've just been having fun with it. As far as
I know what it is now.
You should know what it is.
I know what it is now.
It is Thundercats, number 1.
Oh, that's not what I thought it was. I thought it was Captain America. Oh, okay. Dang, Thundercats! I never knew you were a Thundercats fan. We never talk about Thundercats.
No, we never talk, Zach. As soon as I hit the end button, he's gone. Boom, he's out of here.
You have my Discord. You send me DMs. No.
Yeah, it's about Thundercats, ironically, but you don't respond. No, Thundercats. I love this show, man. The whole idea. Let's look at this. They crash land on what's I guess supposed to be a desolate version of Earth. And they're trying to survive there, and they come across this Mumra, this ancient guy is in a mummy, and then under the moonlight, he has limited strength to kill, and he basically wants to defeat the Thundercats. You get the whole crew. 80s nostalgia going hard right now. Chitara is awesome, and it's like the whole cartoon series. If you watch a cartoon series, man, you're just psyched up. You got the twins. The only thing that's just really kind of throw me off is Snarf. I don't like the design. They changed Snarf. You don't like Snarf? Well,
Nope.
Jackson asshole.
Sure.
Oh man, like I said, it's a new version on it, but I love they still got the original look as for Lionel stuff. They tried doing Thundercats. I'm not talking about Thundercats Roar, not that bullshit. But like early
no, 2000s. The one where like Will Friedle voiced Lionel, I think. Yeah,
where his origin stories on how it becomes Lionel and the sort of ancients.
Yeah,
I love it. Dude, the Devil Priest of Third Earth. So I'm like, wait, this is the third time over? How many thirds are there? But yes, he says, fleeing through space to escape a dying home world, kind of like the Transformers. Thundercats were attacked and routed by the mortal enemies, the mutants of Plunder. After diverting their damaged flagship to a planet called Third Earth, the surviving Thundercats now survived to rebuild their society in harmony with the new world's natives. But the mutants, determined to possess the Thundercats' mystical gem, the Eye of Thundera, have tracked them down, and they're also forged an alliance with Mumra, the devil priest of Third Earth. Now the Thundercats, led by the inexperienced Lionel, must band together as never before to protect the Lyra legacy from this combined enemy. But will they be able to withstand the onslaught of Mumra, the ever-living, once he sets his eyes upon them? It's like Breen when he sees a bag of popcorn, the ever-living. Trader Joe's. It's mine! No, Triple Threat talents are writers, artists, and Thundercats super fans of Declan Shelby? Declan. Yes. Wow. Puppeteen's writing this. And Drew Moss joined forces to bring the exciting new entry in the Thundercats canon to life. Premiere issue 24 pages, as well as a host of the finest cover artists the Galaxy ever seen, including Shelvey, David Nakayama, Lucia Perillo, Jay Lee, Jun Chung, and Ivan Tao. Wow, they must have ran out of an open spot, because how did Jay Lee get on there?
That's crazy. That's awesome, though. Good for him, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, lot of covers, man. There's the Lucia Perillo cover. Look at this one. Look at Mumra. I'm like, he looks so much worse than he did in the show.
He looks like Killer Croc a little bit there.
I think he's got a hoodie on. That's why.
No, it's because he's got green skin and pointy teeth.
It
has nothing to do with the hoodie. The picture looks green. Oh no, they did the dumb action figure variant.
Of course,
that's not the message you take from Marvel.
Yes, I'm surprised there's not a cosplay cover with Gracie Jones.
I think this is one that we don't need a cosplay cover for.
No, she does. She did a cosplay of. She actually did a cosplay of Chitara. There's so many covers, man.
I don't like furries on my comic books.
Oh, I love these the cartoon versions. There's Marvel. Sit back, hold their beer. It's still going.
Good Lord, y'all! This is nothing. This is like, remember when Gargoyles launched and they had like 1,000,000,001 covers for that? I feel like they just topped their own record. That's insane.
The ever-living being taken down by a cat. Yes, even Black Cat versus Breen.
His time is now. His time has come.
Oh, Mariah, we don't speak of Roar ever. Alex,
the less said of that, the better.
Right. That's cool.
That's kind of cool.
Throwback.
I like the retro. Yeah, the throwback.
It kind of looks like it. It looks like a Marvel. If it was done at Marvel during the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mumra, see what he's got in here? That is Conan the Barbarian, Tulsa Doom. That's a symbol of the twin snakes. There's a connection there. He survived. But
look at this interior artist, Drew Moss. His artwork doesn't look terrible. I can't see anything sequential. So
here we go.
Works.
The art germ cover. There you go.
Oh, not bad.
Panther, the only black cat on this team, is one of
those ears
with the nipples.
It's got like the Will Smith ears. Like they just look huge.
It actually looks more like a Skrull ears.
Oh yeah, kind of. He kind of does look like a Skrull, a cat Skrull.
There you go. There's a classic snarf right there.
He just looks so out of place. It looks like he came over from a different cartoon. Like, look how everybody else looks, and then there's this Smurf thing.
It looks like if we just had Mick Foley just pop up on your show with the big crust, the big beard. He's like, "What's up, guys?"
Yeah, it just looks so weird.
And I forget what his name is here, but he's kind of like the.
It's not Tigra.
Tigra.
Is, well, see, the problem with that is you say Tigra, and I think Marvel Tigra, which is
I know.
a very different Tigra.
Yeah, and he actually is he's kind of like the Reed Richards of the group,
Uh-huh.
where the other guy is with the forge. He just builds shit.
Yeah, he
And
was
she
the
and she,
weapon guy, the fighter guy. Yeah.
I'd be curious if there ever will be a romance between these two because I already said like they pair these two. Uh, yeah, she's the only female cat except for the kit down here.
Yeah.
Got to repopulate somehow.
Yikes.
Yeah, I know, right? Dude, the action figure, man, I have the action figure.
So you don't need to buy the awful variant cover.
But my action figure looks better than this. Hey, the sword's not purple. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Like I said, I'm just going to have fun with this, man. It's Rob Liefeld. There you go.
Dang. Okay, Rob. No feet, I see.
Do we really need feet, though? Who cares?
That is a good cover. You know, that actually is a pretty cool cover.
Yes. Yeah, so then here you go. Here's Wily Kit, and then there's Wily Cat. And his name is Tigra, see?
But with a Y. Tigra with a Y. Not Tiger with an I. Yeah.
Such a banger show, man. You go check it out if you haven't checked out the actual cartoon. It's fun. The intro, everything. So. But, yeah. Looking forward to this. This will probably be my number one if I can hit. Oh, this looks cool.
Looks like he's holding the Infinity Gauntlet right there. I am Lion-O. It just like snaps.
I can't believe you're saying it.
Ooh, Gabrielle Delato.
Yeah, where here?
Nice. Yeah.
This is the Natalie Sanders or Natalie Sanders.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, like I said, as far as this show goes, it's awesome. Hope as far as the comic goes, I hope it does well. Dynamite, he's had some really cool issues lately, but I mean, honestly, they need another more hits.
Yeah.
Right now, Image
Gargoyles kind of
faded out.
I didn't stay on Gargoyles which faded out after like 3 issues.
But Gargoyles for
Darkwing
fans,
Duck though, you were liking Darkwing Duck though.
Darkwing Duck's been great.
Yeah.
Gargoyles. The Greg Weisman said they're releasing the original comic book strips, or comic strips for the comic issues from the 90s, the ones that they're hard to find because they're collecting them into one giant tome, and also on this, but you'll also have 3 little compendiums, releasing too as well.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can read. So I'm like, man, you should have done that first before the series came out, because now I can understand what's going on in the story. Because
if they did that for like the older, like the DuckTales comics, I might be tempted. I'm not like the Golden Age, not the old ones like y'all like, you and Breen and E, but like the more relatively recent ones, like from the 90s or 80s.
Lionel has so not only for those who are not familiar with this, Lionel has a sword, the Eye of Thunder in it. It gives him sight beyond sight. So basically, it looks like he can see other parts of the world when he needs to see. It's a really cool mystical artifact. Tigra has like the little bullwhip. It has like the 3 balls on the end of it, so you use to grab things.
Yep.
Panthro has the freaking battle tank, and then the nunchucks.
Yep.
Lionel also here. It looks like Infinity Gauntlet. That's actually a shield, a gauntlet, and it actually fires a Gatling gun, or not Gatling gun, but what do they call it? I think actually would be a Gatling gun, or not Gatling. Grapple gun.
Evil Black Cat, this is your time to shine. You're the cat in the chat. You should know.
No. No, it has Batman. So his grapple launcher.
Okay.
I forgot what it's called.
Grapple gun?
Something like that, yeah.
Batarang? Something like that.
Batarang.
You can't throw apples at me, Breen. I'm not presenting Ryan North comics or whatever. You can't just throw apples at me because I like a 90s version of a comic over a 50s version.
All right. But So that's it for my number one, actually. Let's go over and look at the trades.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
I tell you, DC, I do, when Batman Off-World gets its trade coming out, I'm probably going to pick that one up. Because I've been hearing Doug Mankey's art on that has been outstanding.
Hey, look, it's Kyle Starks over here. Peacemaker tries hard.
Oh, hey, he did the Peacemaker Tries Hard. Interesting.
Question on the bis. And this is number
Identity
2.
O'Neill.
And there's Night
Nice.
Terrors.
Eh.
Magneto, I read the first 2 issues. Okay.
I read the first issue and dropped it.
Twilight's Last Gleaming.
That's kind of a cool name for a Captain America story.
Let's see. It loads. There we go. Yeah, Mark Grunwald, Robinson, Ross, and Hoover. Yeah, cool.
Baron
Collecting.
Zemo, the Baroness, Diamondback, the Serpent Society.
In the end is this the end of Captain America? The super soldier serum in his veins decay. Steve Rogers' health continues to worsen, so he's going to need a little help from his friends to carry on the Shield's looking, especially against Baron Zemo and his Baron and his new Baroness. Diamondback may be having doubts about their partnership, but new heroes. Free Spirit, who basically is like a female version of Captain America, and they draw pretty hot in this. And then you have Jack Flag also joined the fight against the Serpent Society. Tony Stark has his own way of lending a hand, designing an incapacitated Cap his own very suit of armor. There you go. Will be enough for Steve to survive an epic clash between the Avengers, AIM, MODOK, and the Red Skull, and left with 24 hours left to live. How will Cap spend his final day?
Wow.
He'll be sipping his alcohol while he watches the world burn. Captain America 433 or 431 through 443, Tales of Suspense, number 1 from 1995. Then they have Avengers 386, 388, material from Captain America Collector's Preview. Basically, this is the 90s, mid-90s, early to mid-90s.
90s Cap, nice.
Which I read through this. It's actually pretty cool. It's not bad, but it's a lot better than what you're getting today.
Yeah.
And
better than Straczynski Cap?
I'd say it so. Because at least Captain America was Captain America. And it wasn't really much retconning, but I mean, it was kind of cool. The whole serum kind of like, hey, the serum's not going to be in it for that much longer. Diamondback was just...
That's what they did with... what was it they did? Fairly recently. After Jonathan Hickman's Avengers run. They did Captain America without the super soldier serum. And he just turned into like some frail old man.
And then turned into Secret Empire.
Did
Afterwards. It? Secret Empire, he gets a serum stolen. And then he has, or no,
yes.
before that. It was right before Secret Empire. Secret Empire.
Okay. It was before Secret Empire for sure. It was probably a ways before Secret Empire. Anyway, not important. Mike Deodato Jr. Nice.
Yep.
James Robinson, also nice.
Marie Severin, what's she doing here? Making sandwiches?
What?
No.
The guy who made Jurassic Park. He's a letterer?
Bill Oakley. Just recognize that name, Marania. It's appeared in some of our previous readings.
Michael Higgins looks like Mr. Tumnus from the Chronicles of Narnia.
He looks like you if you were just let your
if I had really bad bedhead, yeah.
And your hair grows out and you've been like cast away somewhere and you're just like, I need eggnog.
Man, I miss eggnog already. Also edited by the Karate Kid himself, Ralph Macchio.
Yep. Deodato, I hope that book isn't super dark like his later work. His early stuff was okay.
Yeah, I like his stuff. His
Dave
Avengers,
Hoover, though.
His new Avengers run was good.
Very, really cool artist that died in early death. But
that looks like Deodato almost right there.
No, it's Dave Hoover.
That's Dave Hoover on the cover?
I'm pretty sure that's Hoover.
Okay.
It doesn't tell me as far as...
Because Cap's body looks like Deodato drew it. Yeah, cover artist right there. Maybe it's both of them.
There's two covers, yeah, so maybe, yeah.
Yeah, Maybe. Anaconda. I like the Serpent Society.
Coach Whip, Cottonmouth, which you've seen.
Cottonmouth. Cobra! Different Cobra. Crystal from the Inhumans. Death from Thanos' girlfriend. Falcon. That's right, guys. Sam Wilson was Falcon.
The Django Unchained. Sorry. Maximoff. Oh.
What did they do to Hercules?
I don't know, but Ferdy Lance, is she related to Baytruck the Leaper?
Patrick, maybe.
There's Free Spirit.
Free Spirit. Yeah, there's Free Spirit. There's Jack Flag. You know, Jack Flag ended up on the Guardians of the Galaxy during the Abnett and Lanning run. Mr. Hyde.
I thought you said Jack Black at first.
Jack Flag. Jack Harrison.
No, I heard Black for some reason.
Oh, no, Jack Flag. Jack.
Look, there's Modam, Modoc's wife.
There's a Modam. Mechanism originally designed. I don't know what the AM could mean.
And I'm guessing this must be older Peggy Carter in this book because it's not young Peggy Carter today.
Silver Sable made it in there.
Yep.
And Spider-Man. And Spider-Woman. God, they got a lot of characters in here.
I know, right?
Looks like there's a West Coast, and there might be some West Coast Avengers crossover because Spider-Woman, U.S. Agent, those are some West Coast Avengers.
Yeah, it's all Captain America books.
Nice.
Avengers, that's why you're going to start seeing these crossovers here.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I want to start reading some of these on the channel, though. I need some more Captain America 90s stuff. 90s needs love.
And all of this for only $45. That's actually not a bad looking deal.
Right?
For 480 pages?
Yep. All right. Let's look next.
That right there. Creature Commandos presents Frankenstein, Agent of Shade. I was looking at that one earlier because those issues are really, maybe somebody else thinks differently, but I cannot find Frankenstein, Agent of Shade back issues anywhere. I don't know if people are hoarding them because of the Creature Commando show coming out or what, but I'm really glad to have that trade.
Grant Morrison, Doug Mankey, Jeff Lemire, and I forgot Alberto Ponticelli.
Yep. Because Grant Morrison's, they have hit Frankenstein's Seven Soldiers of Victory miniseries. That's in there. And then also, like his, I think it's like 7 or 8 issues from Frankenstein, Agent of Shade. I think it was around New 52 or Rebirth, one of those 2 times. So that looks really cool. If I find that one, I may pick that one up because I get paid tomorrow. So I will have some extra money. What? Ben Reilly?
Yep. Actually, wasn't that bad. I'm trying to figure which year is that? Is that the... There was when it came back. This probably is the 90s.
Yeah, I think it's 90s.
I remember it was a Revisit, though. There was a miniseries that came out 5 years ago.
There was a miniseries that came out like 2 years ago.
No, there was one about 6 or 7 years ago is when it came out. Or actually, it's called Scarlet Spider, Ben Reilly.
Oh, okay.
Or event, Anyway, this collects Sensational Spider-Man 1996, 4-11, Amazing Spider-Man 411 to 418, which is still cool. Spider-Man was still great in 411, 418. Spider-Man from the series, 1990 series, 68 through 75, Spectacular Spider-Man 234 to 241, Spider-Man Unlimited, Spider-Man Redemption 1 through 4, Daredevil, 3 through 4, Spider-Man Team Up 4 through 5, Spider-Man Revelations, Spider-Man and the Osborn Journal, 101 Ways to End the Clone Saga, and Dead Man's Hand. So basically, if you're a completionist and you love Ben Reilly, this is basically you want to get this. But if you're anti Ben Reilly and you don't like 90s, it's probably
you're not buying this if you don't like Ben Reilly because his name is right on there.
But Tom DeFalco,
Tom DeFalco, George Perez, DeMatteis. You've got Dan Jurgens, Mark Bagley art if you like Mark Bagley. Right. I don't tend to, but
Mark Bagley is overused lately. I prefer using other artists.
Sal Buscema, Mike Wieringo. Like
is it Buscema? I didn't know that was pronounced that way.
Sal Buscema.
I pronounce Sal Buscema.
Buscema, tomato. Howard Mackey, Carl Kessel. Like you've got
Yeah.
some heavy hitters in here.
Just Roger. Right away, I look at Roger. You got George Perez doing some writing on here, but you have Carl Kessel, Roger Stern, Howard Mackey, Tom DeFalco is really cool for Spider Girl.
Yeah,
JMD and
and
Mattea,
Fantastic Four.
Steve Gerber. I don't know these other guys. These guys might be like
Those guys, yeah, I'm not familiar with them. You got
and
to go
then we
down the
have
Dan Jurgens before I
a
recognize someone else.
creepy Lex Luthor / Vulture. Oh, Joe Edkin. Yeah, Jarek Robinson. That's cool. Dan Jurgens, Joe Burnett. We got Romita Jr.
Mina Junior is awesome, sir.
An AU version of Gary from Neurotics. This is the middle age I hate my life version where he's not popular. Sal Buscema, Mike Wernerigo, Kyle Holtz, cool, Mike Zeck. Man. So if you are like I said, if you love the '90s stuff, you love Spider-Man, this is a way to collect a lot of it too. As honestly, at this point, I'm looking at Spider-Man. I'm like, I'm just gonna collect trades. It's just way too many.
I've been going through my collection, and I'm like, you know what? I should just get a couple of trades and hardcovers for some of these
first
huge
Spider-Man
collections that I have. Yeah,
I have the CD-ROM, so I'm covered. But I mean, like, if you want to read, if you guys don't have those CD-ROMs, but it's like one because I have 1 through 600.
Yeah,
600 issues is a lot to collect individual issues. That's how many short boxes or long boxes you think that is?
that's a lot.
Just for one series, and then you got to get all the tie-ins. If you want to read the Unlimited, Spectacular, the crossovers, you're better off just buying essentials. Or if you can, buy the original. Actually, yeah, I say yeah. I meant buy the Epic Collection, which is the newer ones. The essentials are really cool too, even though they're in black and white. All right, so that's that one. Let's see what else has got going here. I don't care about Monkey Prince. Hey,
that
Undead
actually
Quinn.
wasn't a terrible character though.
Undead Quinn. Here's your I Hate Fairyland. I know you've been reading those.
It's Untold Tales of I Hate Fairyland. So I wonder if this is stuff that wasn't released.
I think he might have been actually getting these. Let's look at here. And then we have what's this? Creepy, Volume 5. Collecting Creepy's issues, magazine issues 21 through 25. All right, Archie Goodwin, Steve Ditko, Reed Crandall, awesome. Angela Torres, Alex Toth, even more awesome. Treasure Trove of Homicide, horror, horror. Sorry, not horrors. Haunting says it set the stage for many of the nightmare because the actions of H.P. Lovecraft's rats in the walls. Ugh. Wait, isn't that what Breen had in that one year? he had mice. Oof, you have rats in your walls. Just burn the house. Ugh, rats are gross.
They really are.
My neighbor bought the house. My neighbor, he bought the house that was foreclosed next to me. It had water damage. It had rats.
Ugh.
I was like, yeah, I hope. I don't even know if getting a cat would help you. They might eat the cat. They were pretty big. Yeah, like I said, cool stuff. My only complaint: it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 issues. When I get trades,
it's a magazine though, right?
I know, so it might be a lot of stories, but some 224 pages for $25. I would probably, if you could give me 10 issues, then I'll pay you the $60, $70, whatever it is. But I don't know. Mr. Breen, he said it says this archives is a recommend, so you must get it, or you're not cool.
Yeah, that's right. Then you can have the apples thrown at you.
Can I eat the apples? I like apples.
I like apples too. I had them earlier today. It was amazing.
This is obviously the new one. This isn't the original.
Right.
So skip that. Weird work I've never heard of. It's Jordan Thomas, Shaky Kane. I don't know.
That looks like a very Skip and Tosh worthy book that he would. It looks like it gives Ice Cream Man vibes.
Yes. But here we go. Official Handbook of Marvel Universe, the Governor Edition.
Governor edition.
On this hardcover. So yeah, I mean, it's a little outdated, but look at this. Look at this. Which one do I want?
I would get the variant, the one with the Avengers rushing the page.
Yeah. Why? I know. Because Wonder Man's in this great costume. I see.
No.
That is why.
You're wrong. I don't want it now. I don't want it now. I want the Hawkeye one.
Zach, sorry. I know you're embarrassed, but
nope.
that's
I want the Hawkeye, Monica Rambeau, and Daredevil one. That's the one that I want.
Oh, it's glory. We have the best.
Take that off. I thought it was somebody else. The picture is really small on my screen.
The best Wonder Man costume.
No, it's the ugliest Wonder Man costume. He looks like Puck from Alpha Flight. Also, what's to do with Vision? Either make him the full color version of Vision or make him the white version of Vision. Pick a side. You can't have a faded out version of Vision.
I like the armor though. He's an A through L. Nice. There we go. You got your first set of tomatoes.
Second set of apples. Breen already tried to throw them at me earlier because I said I like 90s DuckTales.
From Abomination to Elijah the Laser Fist. I know there's Razor Fist.
I thought Elijah was the Skrull girl that Johnny had a thing for.
She's got a laser fist.
Does she have a laser fist?
I don't know.
Is she related to Taserface?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, here's the main cover, which I like this because it has
Hawkeye, the goat. Zach wants full colored or just... Screw you, Black Cat. This is the better cover. Look at that.
Hey, look, they even put nipples on a Jean here.
Oh, I thought that was Doctor Strange. That's just Jean Grey. Doggone it, that's disappointing. Oh, I don't care for Jean Grey.
Doctor Strange looks like a woman?
No, I told you the picture was really small on my screen. So I saw something. See, doesn't that look like Doctor Strange?
No. Red, blue, yellow?
Red is the color of his cape, and yellow he normally has like yellow energy around him when he's flying, and the arms are kind of out doing like the whole Doctor Strange sorcery thing. It looked like Doctor Strange. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh my gosh. We know what version of the Vision that looks best.
Yeah, the version that has the most expensive comic cover because of his first appearance. That's right. I ain't no fool.
$100 for 888 pages.
That's not bad. It's not bad.
Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, Volume 3. I think, Brain, you said you were reading this? I'm not sure. Retroverse. Never even heard of this. This is Colin Bunn. This is the only one coming out from this publisher. Comixology releasing tomorrow releases. After a wild drunken party, 19-year-old Casey wakes up in an alternate universe where she has been dead for 13 years. It's like Marvel realizing they as a publisher been dead for the past 13 years. Since 2012, probably. She must navigate through heartbreaking waters the world that seemed to be turned out much better without her in it, and she must do well so Willie immediately discovered terrifying abilities against alien horrors. Collects a 5-issue Retroverse series originally published on Comixology. I know this sounds familiar. So it has been around before. This looks like a Skip thing.
It kind of sounds like a Skip thing, yeah.
This the color on this. I hope they give this a go because I want to see what the original one. Huh. Okay, that's what that is. Alrighty. Then we have February 1964.
What's so great about February 1964?
Black History Month in Marvel. 1964. How's it? The House of Ideas, or is proud to celebrate the 60th anniversary of Daredevil with an omnibus collecting every Marvel comic release during the month of his debut. Daredevil presented a rougher, grittier take at superhero concept with young Matt Murdock growing up on the wrong side of the tracks, with a father on the hook with a mob.
Wait, Daredevil with the yellow costume represented a rougher, grittier take on Marvel, on superheroes. Sure, they're not getting him mixed up with Frank Miller's Daredevil?
To this point, no guy had worn yellow. It was hard. Anyway, Stan Lee and Bill Everett crafted a brilliant blend of crime, action, and heroics that built the foundation for one of Marvel's greatest characters. And he also remember when they created this, they were blind too. But what else was happening was Historic Month. Marvel boosted a wonderfully engaging mix of romance, teen humor, westerns, and of course a growing stable of increasingly interconnected superheroes. Take a trip back to the spinner rack and relive them all. Daredevil, number 1. Amazing Spider-Man, number 12. Fantastic Four, number 26. Journey of the Mystery, number 103. Kid Cool Outlaw, 116. Millie the Model, 120.
For you, Breen!
Modeling with Millie, number 30. Patsy Walker, number 114. Strange Tales, 120. Tales of Suspense, 53. Tales to Astonish, 55. Two Gun Kid, 69. Avengers, number 5. Patsy and Hetty, or Heedy, whatever you prefer, 94. Rawhide Kid, hey. Number 40. Sergeant Fury, or Furry, whatever you prefer. Number 7, and X-Men number 5. 480 pages of $100 for $100.
Wowza.
Yep. 880 pages of information completely ignored by today's Marvel writers. Yes.
All made by 5 people. All those books from 5 people. We just looked at Spider-Man with like 24 creators on it. 5 people.
Here's the better cover.
That is a nice one. But
look,
does that look like a rougher, grittier superhero? No.
Yes, because he was blind.
That has nothing to do with being rough or gritty. And Stevie Wonder's blind. Is he rough and gritty?
And he didn't take shit from Karen back then.
Nobody took shit. No, he probably did. Took crap from Karen a lot.
That wasn't until later.
Anyway. He looks like a condiment. He looks like a ketchup and mustard bottle at a
like I said,
restaurant.
when I first saw this, I'm like, oh, they're going to go back to 1964 and pull all the issues that had black characters in it. Yeah. But anyway, looks kind of cool.
Yeah.
Millie the Model be collected along with modeling Millie. Those are kind of cool. Patsy and Heedy. Sorry, Patsy Walker. Sorry, these are all cool books, man. Tales of Astonish 55, the first appearance of Giant Man and the Wasp. Or no, it's Giant Man versus the Human Top. I think it was the first appearance of Giant Man. 55 was.
Maybe.
But Doc Ock unmasking Spider-Man in number 12. That's cool. Avengers number 5.
Giant Man's first appearance was 49 of Tales to Astonish. Okay. So you were close.
But yeah, definitely worth the money. If you're spending any money on anything Marvel today, get older stuff. And you collected.
As we just said that we're buying Wolverine Madripoor Nights.
Well, do you know what it's written by? Guy who wrote the original older stuff that we like.
That's true.
And then if you like My Little Pony, there you go. Where she's eating a baby head. I don't know.
The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
And then features classic tales with a 20-second turn to Pentagraphics. These guys have been adapting as far as the comic books we've been reading over. We read the Mickey story and then the Donald Duck stuff. They've been kind of adapting this or taking the older stories, putting them into basically revitalizing them.
Oh, that's cool.
So Fantagraphics. I mean, I'm not sure if this is David Gerstein. Okay. And I'm not sure how many this is old, but it looks like this might be the 80s, the features we cover. I'm not sure. All right. Disney's 100 it's Disney's 100th anniversary, and they're being sued. But what would Duckburg in Mousetown be like in 100 years from now? Very diverse, right? Life is like a cyber hurricane from giant robots to wild Martian rovers. Honestly, I wouldn't mind. The cover looks cool.
The cover does look really fun.
I'm just leery as far as when this was written. Is this a reprint or something, or is this from newer stories? Because if it's newer stories, I'm scared to see what they put in their Disney books into kids. But I don't know. But yeah, David Gernstein is a good sign because he's a good writer. But that is it for our books of the week. Hope you guys saw some really cool stuff. I mean, I said it. I'm excited for, like I said, Wolverine, the Thundercats, everything like that. Alrighty. And we want to thank you for all of us staying here. We want to thank you for the apples. Zach is going to make apple cake. Okay, what? You're going to make applesauce instead because you're lazy?
Apple juice, maybe. I could put in my juicer.
Apple juice.
What did you think I said?
It's not what I thought you said. What other people think you said. All right.
Anyway, be back here on Thursday when we go through all of our books and we rank them. We talk about which books we picked up. And then, make sure you let us know below in the comments. If you're catching this on the replay, let us know what kind of comics you're picking up or what you're excited for. And then come back Thursday and see if we pick them up. And Breen will be here probably. We'll have a few other people on just going through our hauls for the week. And that's all I got.
All I gotta say is, if you haven't already done so, please click subscribe. Also like this video. Leave a comment down below what you're liking, and I'll also shout out to Wraith, who likes to catch these on the replay and leaves his comment. He leaves his comments down below, saying either hello or he basically leaves his list. I have a black cat. I'm not reading that. But also, if you like role-playing adventures like that, check out I Love Comics in the next 9 minutes. There'll be some really cool stuff going on there. Marani will be hosting it over there, and I'll be joining on there to drive Dalton the Authenticator up the wall. That being said, check out Throg in 9 minutes over on I Love Comics, Marvel RPG. Later, guys.
Bye, everybody. Happy New Comic Day.
And check out Extreme Movie Show. Terminator versus Ghostbusters was the episode this week. Fun stuff.